right, here we are, ready or not. I think I say that every time, don't I?
Yep.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Monday night. Delighted to have you with us. We'll be doing a few songs here tonight, not too long. My energy is at a low ebb after a lot of travel and this and that, and we shall do a few songs though, and we have a special thing tonight because we're coming up on my son's birthday, my son Joshua, and he also has put out an appeal for his program, his band program at the high school, uh, Batesburg-Leesville High School. So we're going to do a couple of special songs for them, and and we're also going to earmark any gratuities we receive tonight to go to Joshua and his band program for uniforms and travel and this and that are the things that they have to do. You know, when the band boosters don't cut the mustard, they have to come up with something. So that's what we'll help with. Start with a song from Don Williams, written by Bob McNeil. When I was a kid, Uncle Remus would put me to bed. Picture of Stonewall Jackson above my head. Daddy came in, kissed his little man, with gin on his breast and a Bible in his hand. He talked about honor and things I should know. He staggered a little as he went out the door. I can still hear the soft southern winds and the live oak trees. Those wilderness boys still mean a lot to me. Hank in Tennessee, I guess we're all gonna be what we're gonna be. What do you do with good old boys like me? Nothing makes a sound in the night like the wind does. You ain't afraid if you're washed in the blood like I was. Smell of K jasmine through the window screen. John R. and the Wolfman kept me company by the light of the radio by my bed, with Thomas Wolfe whispering in my head. I can still hear the soft southern winds and the live oak trees. Those wilderness boys still mean a lot to me. Hank in Tennessee, I guess we're all gonna be what we're gonna be. What do you do with good old boys like me? When I was in school, I ran with the kid down the street. Watched him burn himself up on bourbon and speed. But I was smarter than most, and I could choose. Learned to talk like the man on the 6 o'clock news. Then when I was 17, I hit the road. It really don't matter how far I go. I can still hear the soft southern winds and the live oak trees. Those wilderness boys still mean a lot to me. Hank in Tennessee, and I guess we're all gonna be what we're gonna be. What do you do with good old boys that like to be? What do you do with good old boys like me? Boy, I do love a Don Williams song, and I do love a Bob McDill song that he wrote, and there's one right there. I'm a big Don Williams fan. Met him one time in Charleston, South Carolina. I had more fun meeting him than he had meeting me. Slunt you, friends, slunt you. Sing a special song for our friend Joy Edwards in North Carolina. Joy Edwards in North Carolina. Bad news comes, and then bad news comes, and then more bad news comes. That's the way it is. But we're praying for you, Joy. Another Don Williams song. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. I'm not saying I'm a righteous man. Lord, I hope you understand. I don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain. When you're planning the way it will be, plan a good day for me. Oh, Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. Lord, I hope this day is good. You've been the king since the dawn of time. All I'm asking is a little less crying. It would be hard for the devil to do, but it would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, I hope this day is good. Thank you. An old Don Williams song. Sorry to hear that you lost your mom, Joy. Very, very sorry. That's a tough one. Very, very tough one. Slaunch you, friends. Slaunch you. Had a wonderful time, even though it was some long days and nights, down in Savannah, Georgia, for the Irish festival there, the Savannah Irish Fest. We had a wonderful group of old friends from the old days, Kevin Barry's Pub, and the nights we had in Savannah, and the former festivals that we had there. Lovely group of people, and met some new friends, have some old friends, and man, we had a grand time. Some great songs were swapped and shared, and some laughs and old stories and such. Anyway, it was just a hoot, and I'm delighted to have been a part of it again. Who knows? You never know if you're going to be invited to these festivals, but it sure was fun. Sure was fun. Especially to see Tom O'Carroll and Fran Doyle and Michael Corbett and Danny O'Connell and Johnny Kennedy. Johnny Kennedy was there. All right, our buddy Joe wants to hear Roots and Wings, and that's a song that I've done numerous times lately here on this program. I don't mind doing it again. This is a song written out of Charleston by my friends Ed Honeycutt, Tom Tierney, and Bob Kitchens, and it's a title song from one of my earliest albums that I did. In fact, my first CD. Everything else I did was on, all my earlier recordings were on pine bark and wallpaper. My first cassettes and the old formats and all of that. Anyway, the first CD I did, and it was my first artist CD where I wasn't just doing covers, was called Roots and Wings. This song reminded me so much of home and mom and family and all that. My daddy was rooted in tradition, raised us children that way. Said you need roots, build a strong foundation, stand on your own one day. My mama was full of wit and wisdom, taught us to set our sights high. Said the world is yours for the taking, so spread your wings and fly. He gave me wings to fly high above the clouds, roots to keep my feet on the ground. No matter what tomorrow may bring, I thank God for their love and the gift of roots and wings. I remember the day I was leaving for California. A tear fell from my mama's eye. But I said, no, no, now, don't you worry. This is farewell and not goodbye. You gave me wings to fly high above the clouds, roots to keep my feet on the ground. No matter what tomorrow may bring, I thank God for their love and the gift of roots and wings. Sometimes I feel like a drifter, not knowing where this road ends. But there's comfort to know when I get weary, there's a place I can go back to again. They gave me wings to fly high above the clouds, roots to keep my feet on the ground. No matter what tomorrow may bring, I thank God for their love and the gift of roots and wings. Roots and wings. Roots and wings. I'm glad to be back on our home farm place. You know, we came back here after a lot of traveling and living all kinds of 10, 12 places. Built a house here on the farm in 1997. Right in front of the front porch is a 40-acre field where I circled in the summertime on a John Deere tractor. No shirt, no hat, and that's the very reason I got skin cancer right there. Have surgery for that, a little minor surgery on Wednesday. You know, if you did a lot of time in the sun as a young person, you'll get a lot of skin cancer. And I've had a lot cut off me before, but we still keep track of it. You got to keep up with it, don't you? I said that to say, here's another song that reminds me of home. This one was co-written by Nancy Griffith and done by Nancy Griffith. I'm trying to remember the name of the album. Nancy Griffith, we lost her around the pandemic time. Lost her about that time. And I recorded this. Highway 90, he worked the rails, he worked the rice fields, the cool dark wells. He worked the oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. The only thing we've ever owned is this old house here by the road. And when he dies, he says he'll catch some blackbird's wing and fly away to heaven come some sweet blue bonnet spring. She walks through springtime when he's home. The days are sweet, the nights are warm. The seasons change, the jobs will come, flowers fade. This old house felt so cold, and the work took him away. says she'll catch some blackbird's wing and fly away to heaven come some sweet blue bonnet spring. Highway 90, the jobs are gone. They tend their garden, they set the sun. This is the only place on earth bluebonnets grow. Once a year they come and go. This old house here by the road. When they die, they say they'll catch some blackbird's wing and fly away to heaven come some sweet blue bonnet spring. When they die, they say they'll catch some blackbird's wing and fly away to heaven come some sweet blue bonnet spring. Name of the song is Gulf Coast Highway. Keyboard player and Nancy Griffith wrote that song, but I can't remember the keyboard player's name. I should know, but I don't know. It's not popping up. You know, my wife said, you know, when you get older, your brain cells don't rejuvenate, they don't replace themselves, and everything's not quite as snappy.
Mm-hmm. And our hard drive's full.
And our brain, which is our hard drive,
It's full.
And it gets muddled. Well, I have to agree. What did I say? That's what I said, anyway. Glad to have you with us, friends. Thanks for being with us. Pick up the pace a little bit with this one. I go walking after midnight in the moonlight, way we used to do. I go walking after midnight, searching for you. Walk for miles down the highway, that's just my way, saying I love you. I go walking after midnight, searching for you. See a weeping willow crying on his pillow, maybe he's crying for me. As the scotch and gloomy, night wind whispers to me, lonesome as I can be. Walking after midnight in the moonlight, hoping you may be somewhere. We're walking after midnight, searching for me. See a weeping willow crying on his pillow, maybe he's crying for me. As the scotch and gloomy, night wind whispers to me, lonesome as I can be. I go walking after midnight in the moonlight, way we used to do. I go walking after midnight, searching for you. After midnight, searching for you. This old Larrivee is supposed to be retired. It's supposed to be the couch guitar now, and sit up here by the couch and just pick it up and thump it a little bit. And it don't like it when you hit it hard. Did you hear it fighting me over there? It was fighting
No,
me.
I thought you were doing really well.
It was fighting me pretty hard. It fighting me pretty hard. It don't like being beat up. I'm the same way. I don't like what you got there, Mom.
Professor Tresser wants something Irish.
Professor Tresser wants something Irish.
Please, he said.
Sure.
Please.
Of course, we always do some of the Irish tunes, and we just did two full days of the Irish tunes in Savannah, and boy, we had a grand time. But here's one for you. It's a nice Irish song written by a nice man from Scotland. Sláinte. Oh, the sober men are plenty, drunkers barely 20, men of over 90, never yet kissed a girl. Give me a rambling rover, pay Arctic down to Dover, roam the country over, together we'll face the world. There's many that feign enjoyment from merciless employment, their ambition was this deployment from the minute they left the school. They say to scrape and ponder, while we go out and squander, see the world and rove and wander, and we're happier as a rule. Oh, the sober man of plenty, drunkers barely 20, men of over 90, never yet kissed a girl. Give me a rambling rover, they Arctic down to Dover, roam the country over, together we'll face the world. I have roamed through all the nations, taken delight in all creation, tried a wee sensation when the company did prove kind. When parting was no pleasure, we drunk another measure. The good friends that we treasure were always in my mind. Oh, the sober man of plenty, drunkers barely 20, men of over 90, never yet kissed a girl. Give me a rambling rover, they Arctic down to Dover, roam the country over, together. All right, here's a special verse for Professor Tresser. A special verse just for you, Chuck. If you're bent with arthritis, your bellows have got colitis, you're galloping bronchitis, and you're thinking it's time you died. You've been a man of action, while you're lying there in traction, you can gain some satisfaction, saying, Jesus, I guess I tried. Oh, the sober man of plenty, drunkers barely 20, men of over 90, never yet kissed a girl. Give me a rambling rover, they Arctic down to Dover, roam the country over, together we'll face the world. Roam the country over, together we'll face the world. The Ramblin' Rover, written by Andy Stewart, if you know who Andy Stewart is. Great songwriter, and a lot of his songs are done in the Irish songbook. I was trying to decide what songs, when you do a festival, like the Irish festival we did, is 2 full days, and you hear this person do this song, that one, and this one, and that one, so you have to dig a little deeper and decide what song you want to do. And I thought of this one and decided to do it yesterday in my finale set, my last set. And some of you remember it's a song about the old rebellion, 1916 Easter Uprising. Father, why are you so sad on this bright Easter morn? When Irishmen, proud and glad of the land where they were born, a sunny scene of memories view, far off distant days, when being just a lad like you, I joined the IRA. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? My creed, I long to see boys of the old brigade. From hills and farms, the call to arms was heard by one and all. Now the men came brave young men to answer Ireland's call. 'Twas long ago we faced the foe, the old brigade and me, and by my side they fought and died that Ireland might be free. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? My creed, I long to see boys of the old brigade. Oh, now, me boy, I've told you why. On Easter morn I sigh as I recall comrades of dark old days gone by. I think of men who fought in Berlin with rifle and grenade. May heaven keep the lads who sleep from the ranks of the old brigade. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? I'm a Cree, I long to see boys of the old brigade. What a great song. The Boys of the Old Brigade. Here's a song from the Fury Brothers. And I never sing this song that I don't think about Carroll and Leo Joyce. There they are right there behind me. I keep them here with me in the music room. Salute your friends.
Patty is on tonight too.
Who?
And Patty.
Patty's on tonight.
Yeah.
Patty, this is for your mom and dad. God rest them. God bless them. When first I saw the love light in your eyes, I thought the world held naught but joy for me. And even though we drifted far, I never dreamed, but I dreamed of thee. I love you as I've never loved before. Since first I saw you on the village green. Come to me, hear my dreams of love are old. I love you as I've loved you when you were sweet. Were sweet 16. Last night I dreamed I held your hand in mine. As to the church we wandered side by side, and I kissed you as I did in old lang syne. And once again you were my bonny bride. I love you as I've never loved before. Since first I saw you on the village green. Come to me, hear my dreams of love are old. I love you as I've loved you when we were sweet, when you were sweet. 16. Sweet 16. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I will remind you, some people, when we listen to the programs here, they tune in and they go to Venmo or PayPal and they send us gratuity. And we thank you so much for that every time. But I would like to remind you that my son Joshua has a birthday this weekend coming. February 13 is his birthday, and he is also a music band director for a marching band at Batesburg-Leesville High School in Lexington County, South Carolina. And they are in need of some uniforms and instruments and things and this and that marching bands need. So any and every gratuity that we receive online tonight for this program, we're going to give 100% to my son Josh and his band program. So be generous, and we thank you for that. We'll pass it to him in full. We'll pick up the pace with this one a little bit. What do you say? Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. The devil is dead. Buried in the night. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Joined the British Army. Patty goes to milk the cow, to milk the cow, to milk the cow. Patty goes to milk the cow early in the morning. Tuck your leg up higher, dear. Patty, dear, I'm over here. Tuck your leg up higher, dear, for Christ's sake, stop your yawning. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Joined the British Army. Patty goes to milk the cow, to milk the cow, to milk the cow. Patty goes to milk the cow early in the morning. Tuck your leg up higher, dear. Patty, dear, I'm over here. Tuck your leg up higher, dear, for Christ's sake, stop your yawning. Katie, she is tall and thin, tall and thin, tall and thin. Katie, she's tall and thin, likes a drop of brandy. Drinks it in the bed at night, drinks it in the bed at night, drinks it in the bed at night. At least it makes her randy. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Joined the British Army. My wife, she has a hairy ting, a hairy ting, a hairy ting. My wife, she has a hairy ting. Showed it to me Sunday. Bought it at the furrier shop. Bought it at the furrier shop. Bought it at the furrier shop. It's going back on Monday. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Joined the British Army. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Oh, say he rose again. Joined the British Army. The devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. One of the great kind of fun, bouncy tunes that we do in the Irish pubs.
Kathy, my dragon wants to hear the Rocky Road to Dublin.
I don't do the Rocky Road to Dublin.
Didn't think you did.
That's a good one. That's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the only part I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a great tune. As I said, my son has a birthday coming up on the 13th, and I don't know if he's tuned in or not, but happy birthday, Josh. And, you know, we're so very proud of both of our children. My son is a band director, and he works so hard in music and holding all the loose ends together and making it happen. And I will also say his mother and I are so proud of him, and his old dad doesn't say it often enough. But by the way, if he's listening, Joshua, my son, I love you. I love you. That's twice more than my dad ever said to me. But your old dad loves you. You know what I'm saying? So this is for my son. Sláinte.
And you're not even drunk.
Hmm?
And you're not even drunk.
Right. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. Build a ladder to the stars. Climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay May you always be righteous. May you always be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. Always be courageous. Stand upright and be strong. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. For Josh. Joshua. And yes, I intended to do that 3-7 in the last repeat chorus. I intended to do the 3-7. Josh knows what a 3-7 is. He's one of the few musicians who knows what a 3. He knows what a 3-7 is anyway.
Maybe
Glenna would probably know. Peter Collins down at the Villages. I've been watching you on the Facebook. You guys have been working back at the Lake Myona again. Very good, very good. And Cherry, you may need to look up in one of the big books a song called I Already Do. Grace is celebrating her birthday.
You want to try?
If you want to.
That's why I brought it up.
I bet it's not there. It's not a popular song.
I don't know.
It's see, I don't remember who sang it. I already do. Here's what's going on, Butch. My wife is trying to drag me kicking and screaming into the new age of digital lyrics. So she's going to see if she can find the frickin' words. If not, it's in one of those two big books over there under the letter I. The name of the song is I Already Do. I'll see if I can remember it for you. Meantime, we'll do this one for Peter Collins down at the Villages. Peter, good job yourself. I've been seeing a lot of things you got going on down there. This is a song for the west of Ireland. In Ardernmore, County Galway. Beautiful song. And Chuck Tresser, Professor Tresser, is the one that told me that in the old days when people didn't have money, if someone was betrothed to his bride-to-be, then wouldn't she have a special garment that the weave of which said that she was spoken for? You know, in the west of Ireland, all of the jumpers, a jumper, of course, is a sweater, a nice thick sweater. All of the jumpers that the sailing people wore, each town, each province, each part had its own weave. And if they were lost at sea, you'd be able to find a place to take them back to. And just like, for the same reason, the Galway shawl apparently was a garment that says, hands off there, Butch Elmgren. She's taken. Name of the song is the Galway shawl. In Ardernmore, County Galway, one pleasant evening, in the month of May, I spied a damsel, young and handsome. Her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was a Galway shawl. We started walking, she started talking, till her father's cottage came into view. She said, "Come in, sir, and meet me, father, and play to please him the foggy dew." I played the blackbird, stack of barley, Rodney's glory, and the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, and the tears rolled down from her eyes of blue. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet, ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was a Galway shawl. Was early, all in the morning, I took the road to old Donegal. She said, "Goodbye, sir." She cried as she kissed me, and my heart remains with the Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was a Galway shawl. Aren't you proud of your dang self?
Can you read it?
That's right, it was Shelley Wright that did it,
Yeah.
but it was written by Gary Burr, but it doesn't say on here who wrote it. This is a beautiful song I've been doing for years. I learned it because I love Gary Burr's songwriting out of Nashville. Super duper songwriter. But I was doing it for years, and of course my buddy Butch heard it when I was doing it somewhere, I guess Kevin Barry's. And it was the St. Patrick's Day parade, and he, in front of the cathedral in Savannah, went down on one knee in front of a beautiful, beautiful lady named Mary Grace and asked her to be his bride. And a little wee celebration began just like that. And then he said, "Let's go to what was the name of the place? 1792, something like that, and have just a bite to eat." And he had already arranged in advance for me to be there and play a few songs for them. I don't remember, Butch. Happy birthday, Mary Grace. Caution's in the wind. Hardest part is through. You don't have to try so hard to make me fall for you. I surprise myself what I've gone and done. Just today I heard myself swear you were the one. Laugh, I just have to laugh. I really thought you knew. I can't believe you're asking me when I will love you. I already do. I already do. You've been doing fine. Please don't change a thing. It's too good to hide away, so I may as well come clean. I didn't shout it out, but everybody knew. Funny, you're the only one who didn't have a clue. Laugh, I just have to laugh. I really thought you knew. I can't believe you're asking me when I will love you. I already do. I already do. I gave you my heart. Can't you feel the power? You looking for the light? Honey, the sun's been up for hours. Laugh, I just have to laugh. I really thought you knew. I can't believe you're asking me when I will love you. I already do. I already do. Shelley Wright had a great recording on that, and she may have co-written it. I think it was with Gary Burr, though, even though it doesn't list it here. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to be like Emmett McElhaney. I have just done my first song from the tablet. I've just done my first song from the tablet. I think that calls for a tablet, doesn't it? Maybe I'll take a double. They're small.
I think I'll need to get you an 11-inch.
My wife's going to bring me kicking and screaming into the 1990s, whether I'm ready or not.
David Askell just donated to Josh's band.
Who?
David Askell.
Good. Thank you, David. We just had a donation to Josh's band. Thank you, David. David, we had to call on your brother Reuben, too, for a friend of ours that needed some AC help, too, so I appreciate that. Oh, heat this time of year. Anyway, appreciate that reference. Your brother Reuben, a lifesaver for some of us. Thank you, friends. One of the program events at the Irish Festival on Saturday afternoon was the songwriters set, where songwriters could do some of their own original songs. And it was quite interesting and different this time because most of the players there were trad players and not the typical, like Nashville or Greenwich Village kind of folk or country songwriters like I are. But anyway, we had a lovely set. And one of the songs that I did, of course, was the one that I wrote after my first trip to Ireland. 1997, my first ever trip over the water. I had never had a passport. I'd never been out of the country. And I got an opportunity to go to Ireland thanks to Harry O'Donoghue and his wife Tracy. They had 45 people on the tour, and they needed help with logistics. A little help herding the cats, and I can relate. We will be going to Ireland in June and going to Scotland in May this year. And the November tour that we were talking about doing this year, we very well may move to April of next year. So the jury's out on that one just because I got too many other things going on. Thank you, friends. I wrote this song called Closer to the Top of the World, and I shall get myself out of here in a couple of minutes. Thanks for being with us. I will do a song that my mother wrote, a gospel song to end the night that my mother wrote. So stay with us for that. The name of the song is Closer to the Top of the World. Flying out to the Atlantic Ocean, we follow the curve of the earth, over Boston, Nova Scotia, to the island of my ancestors' birth. Out the window I think I see Greenland, flying high o'er the blue northern cold. Soon we will touch down in Shannon, and I'll feel closer to the top of the world. Played some shows in Dublin and Drogheda. They greeted us with warmth and good cheer. And we found in the faces of Ireland what we'd already found over here. We lifted our voices together, every man, woman, boy, and girl. For a moment, suspended together, we were all closer to the top of the world. Top of the world. Reaching for the sound of a higher voice, I hear calling, top of the world. Why, so high I may be floating, I may be free falling, so high my demons can't find me. Feel the people that bind me. If you look for me, you will find me. I'll be closer to the top of the world. Back across the island to Galway, on Erin's warm western shore, in a cottage overlooking the ocean, I found the lyric I've been looking for. Now I may never make it to heaven, and I don't know what the future holds, but I've held with my eyes emerald prize. I've been closer to the top of the world, top of the world. Reaching for the sound of a higher voice, I hear you calling, top of the world. But so high I may be floating, I may be free falling, so high my demons can't find me. Feel the people that bind me. If you look for me, you will find me. I'll be closer to the top of the world. Alrighty then. What did I do with my capo? There it is. Can you see my new lights on the screen?
I can.
Can you see it on the screen?
No. Well, yeah, I can.
Little bit.
Yeah, I can on Facebook. And I can on YouTube.
Good.
They look like little insect antennas.
I bought new rabbit ear lights, so I could see things better. Nah. Oh yeah, boy, yeah. It's what we do. In Dublin town, there lives a girl, fairer than the flower. She's wearing rose Donahue, all fresh and new. And I love her past all caring. And there she goes, my rings and rose. In God's garden there is none rarer. There she goes, my rings and rose. Dublin town has seen none fairer. 17. My seamstress queen, she's no bigger than a thimble, soft satin skin, sweet pirate's grin. Sure she makes the work look simple. There she goes, my rings unrolled. In God's garden there is none rarer. Yes, there she goes, my rings unrolled. Dublin town has seen none fairer. Yards of lace, she'll walk with grace, and that golden ring she's asking, but the saving is slow. But still I know that our love is everlasting. Oh, there she goes, my rings unrolled. God's garden, there's none rarer. And there she goes, my rings unrolled. Dublin town has seen none fairer. There she goes, her rings unrolled. Ringston is a neighborhood in and around Dublin City. What you looking for there, Mom?
Innocent Time for Greg Night.
Innocent Time.
Do you know which book it would be in? Do you remember?
Prames.
Okay.
Famous last words.
No, sometimes it don't work.
See, Terry, my original songs are in that black book there.
I just looked and it wasn't in there.
Did you look under I again?
Yes, I did.
My buddy Greg Knott up in the Wendell. Greg, I want to come see you in April. I want to come see you in April. Let's line up something up there at that place in Wendell. We may have to. I just need. By then, I'm sure I'm going to need to get out of Dodge. I will have had a march. I wouldn't wish on anyone, and then I'll be home for a couple of weeks in April, and I'll be getting a restless bone. So I'll come see you in April. Sláinte. This is a song that I wrote, and Greg and I can relate. Growing up in the country, and my dad was a railroad man. He was gone a lot, and I slept every night at my granddad's house in case he got sick, and we'd sit on the front porch, and later we would take my dad down to the train track. Of course, he worked on the railroad. The way he would get on the train to go to Savannah to run the rail plant, the train would come flying by, and he'd wave his handkerchief, and you hear the train hit the brakes. They slow down and pick him up and take him to Savannah. They don't do that now, I don't think. Anyway, and a song also talks about my high school days and our troublemaking Three Musketeers, Eddie Kelly, David Davis, and me. Anyway. See if I remembered it. My buddy. There's a place that lives on in my memory. And when I sit still, it comes back to me. There's a peace and a happiness that I only find back in the innocent time. Sitting on the front porch, my grandpa and me, the wind makes a whistle, the China berry tree. Grandpa takes off his boots, and I run to get mine back in the innocent time. Haircut on Saturday, trying to sit still. 2 boys and a daddy for a $5 bill. And for 50 cents more, you can get your shoes shined back into innocent times. Sunday was for church, with dinner on the grounds. When the preacher finally finished, we'd all hurry around, but the little kids had to wait at the end of the line, back into innocent times. Then to the Seaboard Depot with my papa we'd go. He'd wave his handkerchief, the big train starts to slow. Then we run up and find our flat pennies and dimes, back in innocent times. High school afternoons, me and Eddie and Dave would hold down a table at the Elgin Cafe. Jukebox played Elvis and some new Patsy Cline, back in innocent times. Three teenage desperados with the can of spray paint, and we wrote our initials on the new water tank. And my papa found out, he tanned my behind, back in innocent times. I said, Papa, how'd you know it was me? He said, you wrote your own name, fool. And if I could cast only one wish on the wind, well, I sure like to see my old papa again. And we'd go back where I've already gone in my mind, back to innocent times. Oh, Papa, let's go back, back to innocent times. Innocent time. Thank you, friends. We'll do one more song before I get out of here. Well, maybe two songs before we get out of here. Ann Walker, Sumter, South Carolina. You know, one of the many songs that we used to do at the old Kevin Barry's pub. She drank Canadian whiskey. We sang that last night at the festival, and we were remembering our buddy Frank Emerson used to sing that all the time. And here's another one that we often sang. It remembers World War II and a terrible time in the world, but it came to a pleasant, eventually a wonderful conclusion, considering how bad it could have been. This is a great song done by Kate Smith in this country, and done by someone else overseas. What was her name? Someone else in England. Yeah, I better move it down here a little bit. The 8th Air Force, the American 8th Air Force, were flying daytime raids over occupied Germany, occupied Europe. They were subject to the most brutal and terrible anti-aircraft fire in the entire history. And the French and the English were doing nighttime raids, but our brave 8th Air Force were doing daytime raids. They had the highest percentage of mortality of any part of our U.S. military in World War II. But when they were flying over, dropped their bombs, do their damage that they could do, flying and shot all to pieces by the anti-aircraft fire. Sun was going down when they were crossing the English Channel, and if they could just see the white cliffs of Dover, then they could at least land or parachute into friendly territory. And that story is reminded to me every time I sing this song. Every bluebird's over, white cliffs of Dover, tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after, tomorrow, when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep, and the valley will bloom again. And little Jimmy can go to sleep There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. Tomorrow, when the world is free. Shepherd will tend his sheep, and the valley will bloom again. Little Jimmy can go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. Tomorrow, when the world is free. White Cliffs of Dover for our friend Ann Walker. I shall wrap it up with this one, guys. Thank you very much. My sweet mother, 1 month from now, will be 94 years old. A year and a half ago or so, I walked in to sit down at the dinner table. That's what we do. You walk in the dinner table, sit down at the dinner table. And she said, I just wrote a song. My mother's been writing songs her whole life. Her hero was Dottie Rambo, if you know who that is. My mother taught me to play guitar. I was that big. Anyway, she played piano in the church for 65 years. And I don't know if she ever met our former pastor, Cherry. I saw them today. I was telling her about.
Yeah,
She said I wouldn't know him if he walked up.
really?
She was there, homebound for 6 years, and he never came to visit. And I'm going, what's up with that? You know?
Wow.
That's why he probably moved on. Don't get me started. Anyway, don't get me started with church. I'm not good at church, turns out. Anyway, my mother said, I just wrote a song. I said, sing it for me. And so I have it, her recorded it. I recorded her singing it on my phone. And later I did a gospel album, songs that I'd written and my friend David Walsh had written, and 2 songs that my mother had written. This one is called Well Done, My Servant. It's a song about going to heaven. A song about going to heaven. She's 94 years old on the 14th of next month. I know my days are numbered. Battle's almost won. Soon I'll be facing the setting of sun. But I made preparation for that wonderful day when I see my Jesus and I hear him say, well done, my servant, crown you have won. Come inherit your mansion built by God's only Son. See the sights of the city, walk the streets of pure gold. Half the beauty of heaven has never been told. My loved ones are waiting beyond the glassy sea. They're shouting and singing, just waiting for thee. No more pain nor sorrow will they ever know. Washed in Jesus' blood, their robes white as snow. Well done, my servant, a crown you have won. Come inherit your mansion built by God's only Son. See the sights of the city, walk the streets of pure gold. Half the beauty of heaven has never been told. The band is now playing that great welcome song. The battle is over, I'm finally home. I'll rest now with Jesus while eternity rolls, and praise him forever for saving my soul. Well done, my servant, crown you have won. Come inherit your mansion, built by God's only Son. See the sights of the city, walk the streets of pure gold. Half the beauty of heaven has never been told. Half the beauty of heaven has never been told. Written by my sweet mother, Mary Ruth Moak Brown, 94 years old next month. Such a sweetheart. I spent some time with her a couple of times today. Anytime I'm home, I could get over there and listen to some family stories and some yarns and tales, and most of them are true, you know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being with us on a Monday night again. And I will only have, this is my only program this week. On Wednesday, I will go to Charleston in the afternoon and have a little minor surgery for skin cancer, but it's on my left wrist, and so I have to take the night off so that I don't stretch the stitches or do whatever. So I'm taking a week off, and I'll be working here at home a good bit, other than that surgery on Wednesday. And tune in next Monday night if you will, and we thank you for tuning in. Once again, any gratuities you give us for tonight's program are going to go to my son and his marching band program at Batesburg-Leesville High School in Lexington County. Thanks, friends. I'm going to take a break. It's going to be a long one.